The best warming dish for winter with an amazing mix and the secret to perfect cooking that makes it come out tender like butter and fluffy at the same time. And here's how to get that beautiful red color so the rice never spills out. I've got a big cabbage. As you can see, I take a small knife and cut around the edges of the core in the middle, then start coring it until I remove it. For my cabbage, I remove the outer leaves if they're too dark green, and of course, I don't boil them or anything. I just take them off. This way I make the cabbage a bit smaller so it can fit into my pot depending on the size of your own pot. I try to remove as much as I can of the parts that make the leaves stick together. Of course, the cabbage should be a bit airy so that the leaves come out nice, flat, and not wrinkled. When we tap on it, we should feel that it's a little loose inside. I loosened a few leaves just so it can fit into the pot, and anyway, those leaves were green and a bit rough in the pot. I put water to boil, then add a big spoon of salt, a big spoon of cumin, and optionally 2 spoons of milk. Then we place our cabbage in, starting with the bottom side first, and leave it until it begins to boil. This will make the bottom part soften, and then when we start loosening the leaves, they'll come apart easily. Once it starts boiling, we only let it boil for 30 seconds. After that, we turn it over to the other side. Once I flip it, if it needs more water, add some. I don't put too much water from the beginning so that when I flip it, the water doesn't spill out and make a mess. After that, I top it up with boiling water. As soon as the water starts boiling, we begin loosening the leaves one by one gently. They boil easily with us, and we just pull them out with a fork or tongs. You'll find the leaves come out easily. If the leaf gets stuck and doesn't come out, that means it's not ready yet. It just means it hasn't softened yet. As soon as it softens, it comes out easily. It's not like the cabbages we have in Egypt at all, but it will do. I brought 2 of them with me because 2 of them are equivalent to a large crumpet. From the crumpets you have when I try to get a paper out and it doesn't come out with me, then this one was still a little dry, so I left it a little while, and the fire is boiling. I lower the heat just a little while it is boiling, and I start to remove the leaves one by one. Of course, the leaves will barely boil. We take them out and put them on top of each other so that they can finish cooking. They do not need to be cooked in excess water. You can finish cooking it outside after that. If you feel that it has boiled well and is completely cooked and may have broken, then put it in hot water quickly so that it does not finish cooking, or in water with ice in it. If you feel that it is not cooking a little, put it on top of each other while it is hot like this, and it will finish cooking. But it doesn't take long in the water. As you can see, I pull it out leaf by leaf immediately. When it changes color and you find it a little soft, then it's great. Don't wait for it to rise more so that the leaf doesn't get messed up with you. Look, I move it left and right. How is it not messed up in my hands? But it doesn't take time in the water. As you can see, I pull it out leaf by leaf immediately. When it changes color like this and you find it a little soft, then it's great. Don't wait for it to climb more so that the leaf doesn't get messy with you. Look, I move it left and right. How is it not messy in my hands? We take the leaf, place it like this, remove the cluster, and start rolling it like this. This is my method for cutting the vines, the method I've been accustomed to all my life. I don't change it because this is the easiest method for me. I don't like to cut the cabbage out before boiling it completely. I like to pull the leaves out one by one. This is an easy, excellent, and successful method, and it is 100% guaranteed. I spread each one out and cut it into the size you want for your stuffed cabbage fingers. Do you want it big or small? I will show you several leaves. I feel that it is transparent and can be pulled without breaking. We will need half a cup to a quarter cup of oil depending on the size of the cabbage. Stuffed cabbage likes a little oil. We will add a tablespoon of ghee. Three large onions. For more onions, it would be great. For large cabbage, we take half the amount of onions. Tom's loaves. Add a tablespoon of paprika and 7 spices to it. This is optional. You can just use salt, pepper, cumin, and coriander. I put it in the last for a while so that it doesn't burn on me. Make sure the fire is low now so that these spices don't burn. For cups of tomato juice, your tomatoes are light in color. Add 3 or 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. Then add salt, black pepper, and a small spoon of sugar. We cover it and let it cook on low heat until it becomes shorter, like you can see. A tablespoon of cumin is left, and this is of course for the large cabbage. I put the cumin a little late so that it doesn't pass through. I take some of the tomato mixture and put it aside. We need a kilo of Egyptian rice washed very well and not soaked. A kilo of rice is equivalent to 5 standard cups. Stir the rice lightly with the sauce and turn off the heat. Do not give it a chance to cook completely, but just let it absorb some of the sauce. Stir lightly for 30 seconds, no more, and turn off the heat. We put the remaining amount of onions on it, and we put a pinch of black pepper and our greens, to bunches of parsley, to bunches of coriander, a bunch of dill leaves only. The most important thing is the leaves only, and a small spoon of dried mint, all put together. I don't put fresh mint because it gets a little bitter. I don't use dried mint. Now let's move on to arranging and leveling. Of course, we take the bunches that we took out and put them at the bottom of the pot from below and the pot without washing them or anything in addition. To the rice and sauce and all of these things, in order to enhance the red color, we put some bunches, some green leaves, and I put some tomatoes, and this is optional. You can leave them out. We take the paper and put a moderate amount of rice in the palm of our hands, not too much, not too little, and roll it up, pressing it lightly to distribute it inside. But at the same time, we do not press hard, and we leave the rice inside so that it reaches this edge so that it does not come out. I don't put the stuffed vegetables at the end of the pot because they tend to expand. It could be meat soup, chicken soup, duck soup, or pigeon soup. Of course, if there is none, it could be broth. See this step, it is the most important. Now let's take our sauce that we put aside for this mixture. We put a small spoon full of hot pepper, a light sprinkle of cumin, And now we start. How do we water our stuffed vegetables? I don't water them with a lot of soup. I water them a little bit and I have to shake them and distribute them in the pot. You can see the red color now. I want the soup to not cover the stuffed vegetables. I want them to be covered so that they don't swell. We put them on high heat until they start to boil. I level them well so I don't need to put a plate on top of them so that they don't move. However, you can put a plate on the stove and cover it until it boils. As soon as he finished drinking the soup, we lower the heat and add a few cubes of butter. Cover and leave it on low heat until it is cooked.